I'm super excited today to start this lifting application. I've been wanting to make it for a long time. I've got a few people who I expect will use this off the bat, and maybe after we're done building it, you'll actually want to try it out as well. I'm going to start by showing off the wireframes that I've made so we can get an idea of what we're building, kind of what the core features are and how people are going to use it. And once we're done with that, we're going to jump into kind of figuring what the data model is going to look like and the data we need to support this application. But not only support this application, but kind of think about in the future what we're going to want to do with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. So I've got it up here. This is the main screen that you're going to start out with. It's going to display 5 buttons, and this is mostly for the mobile app. I'm envisioning the desktop app having kind of like an activity stream of what your friends are doing. So like I said, 5 buttons. The first button is going to be create your program for the week, and I've got a sweet typo here. Basically what that means is you're going to go in here, you're going to be like, okay, I'm the type of person I like to know what I'm going to do before I go to the gym. I like to have my whole week planned out because I already know what I'm going to do. I just need to input my exercises. I need to input my sets and reps and how much weight I want to do. So that way when I get to the gym, all I've got to do is say track my workout, and then I can store for later purposes like analytics or seeing how you're progressing over time. So I can see, on Monday, I did bench press and I did 185 for 10 reps. I want to see where I am in 2 months later, see my progress, and then kind of get some charts, but also we're going to have some neat social aspects of this as well. Basically, a program, what you can think of it is you've made some workouts for a week. It could be 7 days of working out. It could be 2 days of working out. And then later you'll assign them to actual days of the week. The next part is create your workout for the day. And all that is this is the person who doesn't necessarily plan out their whole week, but they want to go to the gym and not have to remember what they need to do. I know ahead of time, hey, I'm going to do chest today. Like today is a chest day. I'm going to bench press. I'm going to incline bench. I'm going to do some dumbbell flies, maybe some cable flies. And I want to store them in the order that I'm going to do them and my weights of my goals. So that's one user. Another user is going to be one who does the track your workouts as you lift. This is a person like myself. This is actually how I envision using it. What I'm picturing happening is you're going to be at the gym or maybe after the gym, but for me, it'll be while I'm at the gym. I'm going to go ahead and just click this button, I'm going to hop into this screen. I'm going to select my exercise if I already know what it is, or if I want a faster way because I'm on a mobile device, I'll maybe select my muscle group, and either I'm using the equipment like a barbell or dumbbell. So I'm going to go in there, maybe I'll select barbell for my chest, and then it'll show like bench press or other chest related exercise with a barbell. And I'll be able to go in here, easily select it. I've already got it pre-populated, so I'm going to do 5 reps on my first set at 225. And then on my second set, I'm going to do 10 reps at 185. And so I'm going to input that as I go. If I'm feeling pretty good, maybe I'll do 3-4 sets, and all I've got to do is click this button. If I make an error or I accidentally pressed it too many times, we've got this close button, so we can delete that. And then we've got an area for notes. This is, again, for going back, looking in history to see, like, maybe you see your chart and you see, why was there a dip in this day? Or why was I so strong this day? You can put notes in here and come back to it later. Or maybe you want to track when you got injured or anything like that. Basically, any type of note talking about your workout. And then once you're done with, like, let's say we're doing flat bench press, I'm going to go ahead and click this next button because I've finished all my reps and sets. I'm going to click next, go to basically what looks like the exact same screen. I'm going to go ahead and select my exercise, do my reps and sets, talk about weight, and then once I'm done, and I'm done with the app. It's recorded. Eventually we'll have the social aspect like I was talking about earlier, where you can either share it with your friends. If we get that far, I'm hoping to do that as part of this app. Let me know down below in the comments if you'd like that as part of this app. So sharing it with your friends, and also it will track if you get a PR. So let's say I'm feeling real good this day and I decide I'm going to go for 1 rep max. So I'm going to do set 3. I'm going to type in 1 rep, 245, and as soon as I hit next exercise, what I'm hoping to do is it notices right then and there that this is a PR, pops up some cool animation, maybe like some biceps flexing on the screen, something like that, tells you got a PR. That's kind of like the gist of working out, right? You select your exercise, your rep sets, and weight, and that's pretty much it. I'll show you kind of my ideas also with the social aspect of creating a predetermined workout. You know, you're working out with someone and they can't hit the gym the same time as you, or your bro is like, you know, he's late or whatever, you get started without him and you just want to send him a workout so he'll catch up later. You can go here, type in a name, type in the day you're going to do it. The share with bros is public, so I'm going to go back to the main screen later and talk about what public is. You select your exercise, your sets, your reps, and your weight, and then you go to your next exercise. So again, exercise, set, rep, weight. And what this will do is it'll save it for whatever day you pick. Then when you come back to the main screen later when you're actually at the gym, you can click track your created workout. It'll pull it up, and then this screen, like it is here, would be pre-populated. So you don't have to go in here and click add more sets. You can type in the actual weight you do. So you might have a goal of doing 225 on your first set, which would be absolutely insane. But if you did, but then you didn't feel good that day, so you actually did 185 first, it's easy to come in here and change that. And the next part, so what I was showing before with the checkbox with share with your bros, that's going to be for you creating a public workout. So if you're the type of person who goes to the gym and wanders around and would like to be a little bit more structured, you're going to be the person who clicks this button. You can click search for workout. You're going to type in chest day, let's say, and somebody will already have one out there. So then you'll actually click that, search for it, say I want to do it. It'll assign it to that day, and then you'll just be on this screen with the person's workout that they already predetermined. So that'll be pretty nice as well. To recap, we've got a user who likes to create week workouts, and I'll talk about later about building a bigger program that's longer than a week, and that's really useful if you're going to share it with someone. And then we've got workout for the day. That's the person who just knows what they want to do on that day. They're not planning out their workout for a week or doing an entire program, and they just want to ahead of time decide they're going to do these exercises and have this thing easier to use. Basically, you're going to come into the gym, it's very easy. You're not the guy who's sitting there on their phone hogging up machines and stuff. You just come in, say you did the weight, and you go to the next exercise. That's it. And then there's the person like me who goes to the gym, has no idea what they're going to do. They go by feel, or they go by, oh, these machines are taken, I'm just going to do something else. So I want to track it as I lift. And then I guess the fourth person is the person who doesn't want to create a workout and they don't want to track it as they go. They want someone to tell them what to do, and you can search for public. So that's the core functionality I'm hoping to get out of this. And let's go ahead and jump into the database model now. This is kind of my rough first start. So this might look like an ERD, which is an entity relational diagram, but I'm not like kind of connecting all of the dots here. So I just kind of in my head plotted out what are the things I need to do to accomplish all of these features. So the first thing is programs. Remember that create your program for the week. That's this here. If you remember to share with your bros, we got public, and we've got user ID. That's all we're going to store on it. We'll get to the other models later, but that's all we need at this point on that thing. The other thing that we need is we need a way to join workouts with programs. So if you think of a program, you might say, I'm going to do chest day, leg day, back day, arm day. Those are all workouts inside of a program. And to join these two, there's a thing that's important. You might want to say day of week. So when I use this program, it auto-assigns it. I just select a week and it auto-assigns it. Or I can, click and drag on a different day. So we've got day of week. We've got the IDs to the, these are foreign keys to the primary keys over here. And we're building this in Rails, so the way it generates the columns is the table name _ID, and then that refers to the ID in here. So we've got programs, we've got workouts, We've got exercises in the workout. Now, exercises is going to be a small table. I've went ahead and found about like 1,000 exercises, got them in a data form that I can put into my database. And I've also got the muscle group and the exercise type. So I should be able to pre-populate this table with data, which is kind of nice. I don't have to manually enter it later. So a workout has many exercises, right? You're going to do flat bench, incline bench, dumbbell flies, whatever. And to map workout to multiple exercises, we need this join here. And what we're going to store on actually the join table is going to be your set number, the number of reps, the weight you're doing, and the order you want to do it in. So when you're clicking on the screen next exercise, we store what order it's in. And then after that, we've got workout days. So when you create a workout with exercises, that is not necessarily meaning you're going to do it on that day. You might create the workout 5 days ahead of time, and then you want to put it on a day that you're going to hit the gym later. So we've got a table to store that. We're going to store the date that you're doing it on, if it's in a program group, if it's in a program, if it's in a workout, and who made it, and who's doing the workout. And then once we know what day you're going to do a workout, then we need to track what you actually did. So that's going to be in a separate table. And this is kind of like, it's going to be the biggest table. We're going to store the most information here. Basically, we need all the information. We need to know who you are, what set it is, the number of reps, what exercise it is, your notes that you took, the workout, the program group, and the actual date time that you did it. And then for fun, we're going to create PRs like I talked before. If I'm feeling strong, I'm going to do 1 rep max, the most I've ever done. I'm going to store that in a table for history's sake. That way in the activity feed on the main homepage on a computer, you'd see, like, I think the icon will probably just be like some guy flexing his bicep, and then you can click on that and see what that person did. And so let's talk about where we're at right now. This is the phase when you're in an app. You know, you've talked about what you want everything to do. You've talked about how we're going to do it, meaning what data do we need to not only store all this information, but maybe add some features on later. It's very important to think about the whole totality of your app. Then the next part really is creating code.